Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday, the 22nd of March 2022. And what we have today is a very light data docket day. We didn't do a video yesterday as we had some technical problems here in Duggan Towers, but we have resolved that now, and we're back styling. So look, what we've seen is quite the range on WTI this morning. Little note on what maybe the downside catalyst from that is some comments from the some medical officers here in China, really saying that a lot of the countries surrounding China are taking actions to clamp down on any contagion of the current outbreak there, and oil didn't like that. However, let's get over, have a look at these charts and see what's going on. Just really here looking at oil on that move. You see here, really, for me, I like this area, 105.80s to 104.69s down here. Really, this seems to be the bigger line in the sand for this market. If we look on the dailies, or actually the weekly bars, and I take you all the way back to well, really, last test here was in 2014, but all the way back to these levels initiating really around 2011. If anyone could tell me what the number one song was on the 8th of August 2011, you will get a prize worth it. So coming in multiple here levels, late 2011, also 2012, coming in. So, do watch out for support there. And it would make sense, that this area does need to really resolve itself on more than just one or two touch occasions before we then can cruise above 123.11s, which is the level for us to get above. That 123.11s was the low of 2007, put in on the 16th of Jan 2007. Also interested to know what the number one song was then. But really, let's get rid of that. That's the layout of the landscape in oil today, boys and girls. Euro, I do believe in higher euro prices overall, because this dollar, the risk just seems to be kind of gone for now. I mean, looking here on the daily charts, on the weekly bars here on the Dixie, you can see that we came into this sort of line in the sand, put in back here around 2019. Pretty much all through 2019, tested again early 2020 before COVID risk. But you've seen that's been the scene of the crime of a pullback here. We did push to the top over Jerome Powell, I think it was, around the 99.38s, and just couldn't do it. Couldn't hold it there, so pull back down 97.69 spot 69s, the floor, double tap, double bubble. And now we're trying to knock on the door back up here. But for me, I think, well, I don't really want to forecast this too much, to be honest. But I do basically, but gun to my head, I think dollar down before we have dollar up at parity, pure parity to the euro there, 100 marker just above. So that is going to be me looking at longs in the euro here, top left of your screen. Gold. I don't want to talk about it. It's setting up to be probably the worst trade of 2022 at this rate. See FOMC jitters here coming in last Wednesday, of course. Picking up the bars at 1900. They're making $29 on that trade right now, and well, good luck to them on that. But it's not my trade. SPOOs and NASDAQ. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ here. Well, let's get on the daily bars. Here we are. All right, so this is daily bars on the NASI. So you're into this line in the sand, this area here, really quite interesting. The low of the day, 19th of July 2021. Also then that low and then the low of the 4th of October 2021 here. Give us this zone, this line in the sand you can see in the center left of your screen here, right, just above my head. Okay, so really important to see this market step up here, which it has done, and then hold this coming into the cash open, right? So pivot just below 14,348s. But if I zoom in here, you can really see what's going on. This line in the sand, offers on the top, do we have bids on the bottom? I mean, certainly pivot is there, but you've also got 14,370s, which is kind of basically the official bottom of that area there. So it's just, just coming in there. So look, that's the long and short of it. Literally, long above, short below. That's my thesis. SPOOs on the daily. Well, look at the structure of this market on the weekly bars. The low of the week, 29th of November 2021, just really does kind of fit in quite well here. Also, well, there's another level similar to this, actually. If we can just duplicate. Where's my duplicate button there? Oh, no, don't want to do that. Basically, there is a copy and move. There we go. Up into here as well. These are the two areas. I think once we get up here, we can get sandwiched between these two areas. But for now, 44.76, spot 75s, upside resistance. I think we can get above. I think we can get above today. I do. Supports are going to be back at the 43.60s, which you can see just down here in the center of your screen, and somewhat buyers coming in last Friday, somewhat on that level, driving us up to just flirt with this 44.76s level. But right now, it's again just playing resistance, and just a little bit of a trend on the 60-minute here to pay attention to. So yeah, really important for this market to get above this 44.76s today to avoid a bear market. Otherwise, if we can't make it over this line today, I think we're going to be seeing 4,000 pretty soon, back at the 100 weekly moving average and a gap outstanding below. So that's big thesis there on the SPOOs. I think the Fed activities are fully priced in, up to 7 hikes this year. So let's see what we get. And the Dow, similar upside resistance, 34,684s, and a bit of a trend as well here. Let's just see. There you go. So here's the trend coming in. Daily bars, the low of the 1st of October 21, the low of the 1st of Dec 21, and that gives you the trend. And you can see, just look at that level there. What was that? Yesterday, 1 o'clock on the open. Rallies up to the trend, and the 34,684s sold down the entire day. Lovely trade to be had there. Scale out on the 34,354s, get a little bit of excess below there, but yeah, really nice activity. However, I would I'd like to see if there's buyers back on a retest 34,354s. It should we come back down there pre the open. So we are about 44 minutes off of that open right now. So the time adjusted open, of course, at 1:30, not 2:30 these days, and that will remain for the rest of this week. You've seen oil testing here on that gap. There is a gap from trade closing yesterday at the official earlier time of 6:30 rather than 7:30, and then reopened trade at 2200 hours. So it's just a bit of a gap, excess into that gap. I like the shorts, work it down to here. That's what I'm looking at. So, all right, I haven't got much for you else otherwise, really. So, nat gas, you can see it's working a bit of a range. I don't know if we're ready to really talk about nat gas right now. But saying that, 5-spot 382s for the swingers is the upside target. Definitely. Here's kind of last couple of weeks of trade here. And you can see that, just picking up buyers every time on the 4-spot 480s. Just minimize that down, show you this market on the bigger chart. You can see all those pullbacks into this area here, really just well supported on the weeklies. That's 1, 2, 3 weeks of support, 4-spot 480s on that gas. Should you get it again today, I'd probably be a buyer too. The 4-spot 907s, funnily enough, that is the high. Just let me check that one. The 916 spot 916 is actually, interestingly, the high, excess high here from the 16th of September 2019. All right, I like the longs here, actually. I do like the longs here. So, would not be selling this market as long as it stays above this 916 level down here. All right. that's it for me for another session. Please do click the like and subscribe so you can get notified every time we go live. And to the guys in Discord, I'll be talking to you now in a minute. Have a great session, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.